Blessings! Thank you for all who have liked, shared, subscribed, and have asked me to do readings for you. It is my passion as well as my life path to do these readings. And thanks for asking me to do 2016 because I'm doing these before December of 2015. And yeah, you see the light moving, and that was my computer. I have my computer open in front of me, and I've just done the 2016s, and I did them using my tarot. I did an intuitive reading, and now I'm going to go back and give a little bit more of the planetary aspects, because 2016 is going to be a very challenging year. Okay, it's going to be a very challenging year for all of us. Okay, because we have some big heavy duty planetary that's going on. Okay, we have our retrogrades. Our retrogrades are going back over and forcing us to redo, to revisit. And we have the usual Mercury retrogrades in January, May, and December, and electrical mechanical communication breakdown that is to be aware of in the months of okay, now Mercury in January will go retrograde on the 6th and go direct on the 26th. So that's pretty much the whole month of January. And then April 29th, it will go retrograde until May the 23rd. So pretty much the whole month of May and a little bit of April will be retrograde. And then in December, it will go retrograde on the 19th. So, electrical, mechanical, communication breakdowns, beware of January, May, and December. Then you have Mars going retrograde. Mars goes retrograde in April, and that will be in Sagittarius. Okay, and it will go direct in June in Scorpio. So Mars, that fun-loving, okay, well, Mars, is war, aggression. In Sagittarius is fun-loving. But then when it's going into Scorpio, that's that deep, dark, secretive. And Mars retrograde is known for assassinations and destruction. Okay, Mars, the war, anger, aggression. All right, and is it going to come in, in from behind? Is when you're talking about assassinations, is it going to be from the front? Sagittarius, I would say so, more straightforward, and Scorpio, I would say more behind the scenes. Okay, so that's April until June. April 18th until June the 30th, that is Mars. And then we have Jupiter going retrograde, and Jupiter is going retrograde January 8th until May the 10th, and that's in Virgo. And Jupiter retrograde lends to obsessive mental illness. And we know how Virgo is the organized, analytical. So please do not drive yourself crazy with that Virgo retrograde. Okay? Genius hinges on insanity only when you're not true to yourself. So if you're getting brilliant flashes of inspiration, write them down and analyze them at another time. Okay? Don't obsess over them at this point. Just write the information down, and afterwards you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay, so January to May, Jupiter is retrograde. Then we have Saturn. Saturn is retrograde from March the 25th, and that is also in Sagittarius, and it's going to go direct on August the 13th, again at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. So I'm just looking here to see how close the degrees are with Mars and Saturn. You know, meaning that they are both going retrograde, and there is going to be a point in there that I'm seeing where they, well, that's 8. No, no, sorry. Good. Good. There's not as much chaos and destruction as I was thinking. Great thing. Okay. So, where were we? That was that Saturn, that was the teacher. And that is associated with loss, depression, and pain. So Saturn, that teacher in Sagittarius from March until August. Okay, don't be having too much fun. You go out and you have too much fun, Saturn is definitely going to be teaching you a lesson. Okay, wherever it falls in your house, I say everybody should have a treasure map to your soul, and that is your astrological birth chart. So when you know your chart, you know yourself. When you know where the planets are transiting, you know where they're hitting you, in what house they're hitting you. Like Saturn is going to be hitting me in my 9th house. You know, my long distance travel, my higher learning, my spiritual quests. Yeah, I'm going to continue learning the occult arts because learning them makes so much more sense in my life. Okay, Uranus. Uranus is going to be going retrograde September the 1st, 24 degrees of Aries, and it will go direct on December the 29th at 20 degrees of Aries. Now, when Uranus is retrograde, that's more the individual, the nonconformist. It's like, no, I'm going to be me. I don't care how painful it is. I'm going to be me. I'm going to use my inspiration to enlighten others also. Okay, so depending on how tight you hold on to your mindset, all right, if it's like your way or the highway, yeah, you might have a problem with that. You know, you want to blend in there a little bit. You don't want to be just, well, it's in Aries, so sometimes Aries can be a little bit, I can't say bullheaded. Can't say bullheaded because Aries, it's like, oh, oh, start out the block and bam, bam. You know, it's Aries that ram. Bam, bam, bam. How many times do you ram yourself into that brick wall? So, yeah, don't ram yourself into that brick wall too many times. Maybe you can find a way to go around that wall instead of ramming it all the time. All right. So then we have Neptune, and Neptune is retrograde June, and that will be June the 14th until November the 20th. And during the Neptune retrograde, the truth is revealed. So I'm feeling at the end of the year that it's going to be much better. That even though there is going to be mass upheaval, okay, migrations of people, the earth changes increasing, all right, I do see that out of tragedy people come together in love. And I do see at the end of the year it's going to be a whole lot better. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be revealed. Now, Pluto is retrograde from April until September, April 18th until September the 28th, and that is in Capricorn. And that's, dealing with our inner fears. Is everything going to turn out? Now, Pluto and Capricorn, Pluto is that death, that transformation. And Capricorn is government. A lot of us are concerned about our government. Oh, now what was I just saying about September? Yeah, retrograde, going back over it, and it's going to be right before our elections. in the United States. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be revealed. A lot of things that are going to be revealed. So the important thing is to keep your faith this year coming. Even though there's going to be challenges, there's going to be challenges with everyone. Okay? Some, you know, this is gonna, 2016 is going to weed the men from the boys. All right? It's going to separate the women from the girls, the doers from the not doers, okay, the liars from the truthful people. All right, there's going to be a separation and divide, and many things are going to be exposed. So keep your high moral grounds. Okay, you know, why play their game when you remember that threefold law? One finger pointed out, three folded back in judgment. Okay? What's your reward? Okay? Are you getting those blessings because you have been, you know, let me help you. Let me help you. Or are you in judgment of? If you've been in judgment of, this year's going to be the bitch slap year. Okay? So, I thank you all. If any of you would like a personal reading, I would most love to do it. What I do is look at your birth chart and I go over it. And then I go over the transits where they are right now. And I record it and upload it to YouTube. So only you can go back and look at it. And every time you will look at it, you will hear more and more. I like to record. I like to put it, and then you can go back and listen. Because when I counsel, you can't remember everything I say. So I like to record so you can go back and listen to it 3 months later, you know, 6 months later, a year, you know, we will always hear more. And you will hear what you're supposed to. Remember, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So, bless you 2016. And they're coming. Woohoo! Mystic GLoLady here. There's the focus. Hello, Cancer. How are you? This is a divinatory reading for 2016. And I will let you know that there's some big, heavy-duty planetary aspects that are happening. Okay, there's quite a few retrogrades. There's going to be some rocking and rolling. Mother Earth is going through her planetary changes, as well as the rest of the planets in our universe, or in our solar system, I should say. So, I surround us with the divine white light. What comes through me is not of me, and we just have a good time. I'm going to be doing that divinatory reading just with my tarot cards. Alright, so, I don't want you to think that I stacked my deck, I really don't. But it's been interesting how the patterns of certain cards have been coming up over and over again. Okay, so, I want to make sure that I am cutting them all correctly. So we do get them shuffled. And as I said, you know, planetarily, 2016 is going to be a little bit challenging. Okay, there's a whole lot of big, heavy-duty retrogrades going on by quite a few. So, Cancer, as I started out, on the bottom, the energy that you have to work with, that is beneath you, that Princess of Swords. Alright? Keep standing on that firm foundation, but don't be a princess. Okay? There's times and there's not times. And 2016 isn't going to be a time to be a princess. Okay? So, starting it out in January, the Seven of Cups. the illusionary success, the emotional loss of. Okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles, material works. And then we also have the King of Cups. Okay, so it looks like in January, coming up, there are some challenges emotionally of what's going on. Now, with Jupiter's going retrograde in January. Okay, and we also have Mercury communications going retrograde in January. So, say what you mean what you say it, don't say it mean. But communications are going to be multiplied back up. Back to back. Not back up, backed up. Okay? You know, what's not working? Where's the communications not flowing? Oops, Mercury's retrograde. Jupiter's retrograde. Jupiter is multiplying in January. Okay, so communications might be a little bit tricky in January, Cancer. Alright, so just don't freak out. Alright, don't freak out over money. The money is going to be there, so that's a big part of. Okay, now, in your second house, February, second month, in February, okay, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is a court card. It's military. It is legal. It is justice. And you have the Pleasure. Okay. So, Seven of Swords. The unstable efforts. Alrighty, Cancer. You are following in the same form and fashion of the 3 other readings I did prior to coming to you, and I'm seeing as 2016 as a challenge for everyone, and communications is a big part of, being honorable is a big part of. You know, that one finger pointed out in Judgment has 3 folded back, you know, in the karma bitch slap. So if you're being honorable, it's not going to be quite as hard dealing with what's coming, because have you learned your lessons? Have you learned your lessons? That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing with everybody. You know, it's not just you. It's everybody is going to be undergoing a change and a transformation. You know, how are you going to do it? Seven Pentacles. That is the success unfulfilled. And this is for April. What's coming? The Princess of Cups. New beginnings, new emotions. Ace of Pentacles. Alright, so in the month of April, alright, it's, you know, don't focus on the don't have. Focus on your gratitude for what you do have. Alright? You could have been born into a country that is now in conflict. And that doesn't mean that there won't be conflict coming up in April where you're at. Okay? So, are you part of? Are you the moderator, the mediator, the fixer of things that are going to be going up and down? Okay, there's a lot of up and down. There's a lot of give and take that's coming in 2016. You know, how do you choose to see? How do you choose to live it? Alright, so that was April. Now I'm in May. I hope I just didn't forget that, but I'm sure that you'll tell me if I did. So, in, oh, both of them wanted to pop up. In May, the Eight of Cups, the abandoned success. You also have the Six of Swords, which is that earned success. And then you also have the Queen of Wands. Alright, so what is it that you're taking control of? Are you taking control of your emotions? Alright, how are you dealing with your emotions coming up in May? I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. It's gonna be a rockin' and rollin'. It's gonna be a change and transformation. Either you are going to change or you are going to be transformed into maybe something that you didn't want to be. Okay, that you didn't want to do. The Hanged Man. That's having, that's your own self-crucifixion there. So coming up in June, okay, you also have the Strength card, and you also have the Six of Wands. All right, so how do you choose to see it? Are you choosing to see it as the Hangman, and things are not working out correctly? Or are you choosing to see it as, hey man, it might have hurt, but I gained a whole lot of strength and wisdom out of it. Okay? So attitude is everything. And that was in June. So I'm hearing it. I'm feeling it all over the place. It's rocking and rolling in 16. Um, pad your barrel to roll down the hill. All right, because it's gonna be up and down. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm seeing. If you have a definite of this is how my life is going, you might be kicking and screaming. All right, so in July, you have the Six of Wands. You have the victory in work. You have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Three of Swords, the sorrow. What I'm hearing and what I'm feeling is the same over. Okay, it's attitude. It's all about attitude. There's going to be things that you are going to be very, very happy about, but there's going to be things where you're not. And you're not alone. Okay, so, hands up. Hands up, okay. All right. I'm not in charge. The longer and more determined to play God in your life, that's where the pain is going to be the greatest. Alright, so, okay, don't have to ask her why, except sure will, and it will be good. I'm not God. I can't make people do what I want them to do. I'm not God. Alright? I accept good orderly direction. Let's get it right. God is slang for good orderly direction. Where do you get your good orderly direction? That's what a lot of it is all about. So that was in August. Now we are going to September. What's coming up in September for Cancer 2016? Alrighty, we have the Nine of Swords. And again, we get our patterns that are coming up, the Hierophant, and we also have the King of Pentacles. So the cards, when they repeat themselves like that, they're telling me that, yeah, this is the same thing, you know, over and over for the year of 2016, that many people are going to change or be changed. Uh, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, looking at the ephemeris, you see all those that are yellow highlighted. Those are planets that are retrograde. And as I was talking, you know, May, June, July. Look at that. See all those retrogrades, all those heavy-duty planets that are there to you know, change us or be changed. I mean, they're heavy-duty pretty much the whole year. You know, here's your September. You know, okay, they're October. It's lessening up a little bit. Same with November and December. It's lessening up, but the whole year of 2016 is going to be a year of change and transformation for everybody. Um, we are now in October. So, in October, what do we have coming up for Cancer in October 2016? Are the energies starting to lessen up? The Seven of Cups, the illusionary success, the Three of Pentacles, the material works, and then you have the King of Cups. All right, so it's like rocking and rolling. It's the stability. Where do you find the stability in your house? Who makes you happy? And understanding that you have to make you happy. All right, don't count on others for your happiness, or you won't be happy. All right, be happy. Be happy. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so now we are down to November. What's up in November? The planetary heavies are lessening up, and you have the Eight of Cups, the abandoned success. Are you giving up too quick? You also have the Six of Swords, the earned success. And then we have the Queen of Wands. And I swear, I've been sticking them, even if I stick them in different places, they're still coming up to form the same patterns. So the same patterns are forming in 2016. And, you know, don't take yourself too serious. You know, because it's big time change and transformation in 2016. And that's what's coming up. Change and transformation. It's almost every month. It's like, okay, it seems like if it isn't one thing, it's another. So you know, that's you're not alone. All right. So don't think of yourself as being alone. Out of tragedy, people come together in love. So if you're getting it and you understand what I'm talking about, pat yourself on the back, because there's a lot who are going to be in shock. Yeah, because the world as we know it is changing. The world as we know it is transforming. The Earth is the last of the planetary bodies in our solar system that have been changing for a while now. And it's not just our physical, but it is also our spiritual. Okay, they've talked about that fifth element spirit coming in. All right, what spirit do you put in you? Do you put the spirit of doubt and confusion? Or are you putting that spirit in love? All right, that divine spirit of love. The universe, the change, the transformation, the new beginnings with emotions. Okay, your happiness. we have choice. And 2016 is going to remind us that there are some things that we don't have choice. All right, we can choose our attitude, and that seems to be like a lot of the only things that we're going to be able to choose, because things are going to be changed, things are going to be transformed whether we like them or not. Planetarily, that's what's up. So, do you choose to see it in a good way, or do you choose to see it in a negative way? Alright, choice is yours. You might want to go inside your tough little shell a lot in 2016, but that's going to make you feel better, and that's what you're going to need to do. So if the pressure outside is getting too great, go within. And when you go within, talk to that still small voice. And that still small voice is going to answer you back. And it's going to tell you everything's going to be okay. Just have faith. Right? So, love you. And I'll see you. Love you.